you so much, Frank, for coming on the show. I'm so happy to have you on today. How are you?
And just fine, and thank you for inviting me.
Oh, good. I hope it's not too hot in Arizona right now. Are you in Arizona right now? Because I know you've been traveling quite a bit.
Well, I am in Arizona, but I live up in the mountains and at 5,500 feet, and we're having a very nice rainstorm right now. It's about 70 degrees.
Oh, very good. So you're not in the Phoenix area where I think it's monsoon
No.
season right now, yes?
Yes, it is. And down in that Phoenix area, those poor people are enduring 115, 116 degrees.
Yikes. Yeah, I used to live out there for a couple of years, and the first time we were out there, we first moved out was August, and August is not the best month to start your Phoenix experience. And my husband accidentally put a soda in the car, and it popped everywhere. It was not something that we were aware, and it was like we came out one day, literally after like 2 hours, and the car was a mess.
Yeah, life in the desert. It's not fun down there.
Yeah. So there's so much to talk about with you, but I think we should start with your story. I think a lot of people know about Make-A-Wish Foundation, and you are known to be the genie because you grant wishes, and I love it. And I was just reading your bio here, over 300,000 wishes worldwide. That's amazing. That number is going to be 300,001 because you're making one of my wishes come true today by being on the show.
Well, thank you. That's flattering.
So if you can kind of take us back, I think, 30-something years ago when you sort of first started, what was the inspiration? How did the Make-A-Wish Foundation get started?
Well, it was in 1980, and during that period, I was a motorcycle officer with the Arizona Highway Patrol. And in the 70s, there was a television show called Chips that was very popular with the young kids and even teenagers, and even adults for that matter, about two California Highway Patrol motorcycle officers. And in fact, the kids, I was on a squad of a 10-man team that would travel all over the state of Arizona, 2 weeks in one town, 2 weeks in another. And as we go in those little towns, see the little kids all of a sudden, they start yelling, "Hey, Chips, hey, Punch, hey, John," because we look just like California Highway Patrol. In fact, we took our initial training with California Highway Patrol. Our uniforms, our motorcycles, equipment were all the same, except ours obviously said Arizona. But the kids really started coming up to us all the time. It was a great public relations tool. In April of 1980, a friend of mine called and said that there was a 7-year-old boy named Chris who had leukemia, and unfortunately it was terminal. He only had a few weeks to live, and his heroes were Punch and John from Chips. He just couldn't wait to watch that show every day. In fact, his mother had got him the old VHS tape recorder so he could tape those shows and watch it over and over in the hospital. And the friend asked if there was anything that we could do for that little boy, just maybe go meet him or just talk to him, lift his spirits a little bit. So with the permission of our commanders at the Highway Patrol, a special day was set up for Chris. And again, with the permission of his mother and his doctors, our state police helicopter went to his hospital, picked him up, and flew him to our headquarters building in Phoenix, where I was standing by with my motorcycle, along with several other officers with their patrol cars. And when the helicopter landed, I had never met Chris. I had never talked to him. This was the first meeting. I expected this very ill little boy to be helped out of the helicopter by our paramedics.